I'm the unsilent majority, Big Mom.
America, howdy. Welcome to an emergency episode, unscheduled, of WYS Live. So glad to have you guys today. Breaking news, we're witnessing history unfold before our eyes. Is this the precursor to an empire falling? Is this just cementing further the election of Donald Trump and the turnaround of the American economy, the American spirit, and the American dominance in the world for future generations to come? There's a lot to unparse here. I had an entire full episode scheduled this evening going through the Trump assassination. It was basically laying out all the conspiracies, all the different evidence that has come to light. That was only barely a week ago yesterday. Had a full episode about that. We were going to touch on the possibility of Biden dropping out and who some potential candidates were. But before tonight's episode could air, the unthinkable to some has happened. A lot of people called it. A lot of people. Megyn Kelly. One of the main ones was Vivek Ramaswamy. Let's go see what Vivek Ramaswamy is saying right now. And it is as evident as it ever could be. We are not running against a candidate. We are running against a system. And that system is the deep state. That system is the globalists. That system is the WEF, World Economic Forum, the Klaus Schwabs of the world, the BlackRocks of the world that probably had Trump assassinated or attempted assassination, probably have something to do behind that. We're going to cover all that. I'm not going to bail on that expose that I was going to do tonight. We will do it again at a later date when more evidence comes out. But right now, the pressing issue is this, and it came out not even an hour ago. Biden quits the race. He says, "My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation." Bullshit. "Today, America has the strongest kind of blah, 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 blah." I'm not even going to read all that. It's just full of bullshit. He says, "I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the great..." Okay, a bunch of crap. But there it is. "It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. While it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision." And now, in this letter, nobody was endorsed. No candidate endorsed. It was just a letter informing everybody that what we all knew to be true after that debate: he is not fit to seek re-election. Not only is he not fit to seek re-election, he's not fit to be president now. If you can't run a campaign, how are you going to run the strongest country in the world, the leader of the free world? Chad, if you're in chat, let me know what you think about this, and let me know who you think is going to be the Democrat nominee when this all shakes out. But don't forget, the fix has been in the entire time, and the Democrat sheep eat it up. I mean, I've seen people on social media saying, "I don't care who it is, I'm voting for him, whatever. We got to stop Trump to save democracy." Save democracy? The Democrat machine is running this country, and you don't know who's making the decisions. It is clearly not President Trump. The Democrat media machine has lied to your face, telling you how sharp and aware and fit he is to be president. Is lying to your face. The man can't even complete sentences, walk upstairs, or wipe himself. Now, if they're lying to you about that, what else are they lying to you about? And now you can see how this machine, these unelected bureaucrats, are running this country. You do not have representation, Democrats, in the Oval Office because somebody that you didn't vote for is running this country. That is un-American. That's against the Constitution. We might as well be a banana republic, shadow government, CCP at that point. But they're okay with it as long as it's not Trump. That's how mentally sick the Democrat Party is. That's how morally corrupt they are. That's how they have no principles, no values. This country doesn't matter. What it stands for doesn't matter. The rule of law doesn't matter. Nothing matters as long as their agenda gets passed and they can tear down this country, import as many of the third world as they can to turn us into the third world as quickly as possible, because white man bad, Christianity bad, heterosexuality bad, and everything that's wrong with the world is the fault and the result of white Christian hetero founders of America. According to the Democrat Party, that is it. That's it. So now we know that Biden, like we all could see, the cat was out of the bag. And don't forget how this fixes in, because this was the earliest presidential debate we've ever had. That we've ever had. Gwen Trundlebed in the chat says Kamala, he endorsed her. Well, we'll go to that in just a moment. Yes, he did endorse Kamala. Here we go. We'll go to that right now. Breaking from the New York Post, Biden offers full endorsement to Kamala Harris as the 2024 nominee after dropping out. Now, that's fine. Let's look at some more. The famous cat turd. If Democrats don't pick Kamala, they're all racist because that's their standard. You know, it doesn't matter who's most qualified. Just like DEI on your airlines, DEI in the operating room, DEI apparently in the Secret Service that can't protect President Trump, that are ducking and saying, what do we do? What do we do? That can't holster a gun. DEI destroys everything it touches because, matter of factly, you don't have the most qualified people doing the job. Matter of factly, you have people that look a certain way, and that's what matters to Democrats. It matters what skin color they are and what's between their legs. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So let's go back to it. Justin B in the chat says the worst rated VP in the history is going to be the nominee. I'm not so sure about that, and I'll get into that in just a minute. Let's keep going. Now that Joe Biden has endorsed Kamala Harris, let's remember how she started her career. Heels up. Kamala Harris's affair with a much older Democrat kingpin catapulted her career and is a prophetic warning about her future prospects in the White House. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Here you go. We're going to give you a little taste. Democrats, is this your future candidate? Let's see.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time. Bob and Doug returned to the Kennedy Space Center. And then they launched. Yeah, they did.
What the shit?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Simply put, your ability to see what can be
here we go.
by what has been.
What? No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
Why are conservatives bad, Mommy? Because I thought we were supposed to conserve things. I couldn't reconcile it. Now I can.
What the hell? What the hell? That's our vice president? That's what DEI is right there. She literally is only vice president because, again, of her skin color and what's between her legs. We'll go back to what's between some of these candidates' legs in a little bit of foreshadowing there coming up. But I don't think it's going to be Kamala Harris. I don't think they give a shit what Joe Biden says. They don't care. He carries no weight with them. Jill Biden has more power than Joe Biden does. But let's just look at these stats. Now, this person says it's going to be Kamala. She has a 38% approval rating. 38% approval rating. 50% disapproval rating. She does worse in polling than infirmed Biden does. The man that can't complete a sentence, walk up the stairs, and shits himself has it polls better against Trump currently than Kamala Harris. So I don't think it matters personally that Joe Biden has endorsed Kamala Harris for president. I don't think it matters one bit. It carries no weight. You know why? Because don't forget, the Democrat Party despises you. They despise their people. They despise their voters. That's why they don't tell their voters the truth. That's why all they can do to gain a vote is to fearmonger, play the race card, say it's going to be the end of democracy, say just the scariest end of the world type shit they could say to the lowbrow bug eaters that eat it up, the smooth-brained imbeciles out there, sheep that believe anything they want, that believe that Trump tried to, that Trump raped. Y'all see it all over social media. Trump's a racist felon, and he tried to overthrow the country on January 6th. No, the country was overthrown in 2020 in November, and we all know it. Anybody that has any ability to critically think and look at evidence knows. And more actual evidence comes out all the time. Anybody knows that the election was stolen. And that's all the Democrats can do. They despise you. They despise their voters. All they want is power, 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 and to overthrow the United States of America as is and has always been known. So I don't think that this is going to be Kamala Harris one bit. She polls worse than Joe Biden. They're in it to win it. They're not forcing him out. They're not forcing him out so that they can still lose by the same or a greater margin. I see you in the chat. That's right. What's up, Willie? Hit the like. That's right. And what is it? It's Scott W. That's right. This knocks the Secret Service out of the news for a while. You're exactly right, chat. And because of that, I'm a perfect example. I had a full expose tonight. I was going into so much detail and so many conspiracy theories and evidence about this assassination attempt tonight. And now I have scrapped the entire episode, and I'm doing a live about Joe Biden's ass. So you're exactly right. The Secret Service is out of the news. The assassination attempt is out of the news. The second shooter, nobody's going to be talking about that. The encrypted bank accounts that crooks had, nobody's going to be talking about that. That just happened to be a wide internet outage and hack. Right during this investigation of the assassination attempt. Nobody's going to be talking about that right now. So we're going to bring all that back around full circle. But right now, this is the news of the day. But that's a very good point, Scott W. Thank you for pointing that out. So, look, here's what the odds are right now. The Vegas odds. This comes from Zero Hedge. The race for number 2. Who will be the 2024 Democratic presidential nomination? All the money's on Kamala Harris after that endorsement. And what I want to say, I'm going to go back to this in a second. I'm going to go back to this in just a second. But when Joe Biden announced his that he dropped out of the presidential election, crypto went in the tank. It bombed. It bailed. And as soon as Joe Biden came back out and endorsed Kamala Harris, it all shot back up. True story. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Let's see. So, but going back to these presidential odds, I'm just take a look at this for a moment and see what you think, what stands out to you. So Hillary Clinton is what stands out to me, and Michelle Obama is what stands out to me on this list right here. I don't think Gretchen Whitmer has a chance. I think, I'll tell you what I think. It's going to come down to 3 people. It's going to be Kamala Harris, which I don't think. I have her in 3rd place on this list. After that list, I have Big Mike, because they care what skin color he is and what's between your legs. Well, that's a little interesting with Big Mike there, isn't it? But if you got male genitalia but pretend to be a female, then you'll get a pass on what's between your legs, right? But I think it's going to be Hillary. I think the vice president on the ticket will be Newsom, and it'll be one of these 3 people. So What say you? Alex Jones is on my side on this one. He's on my opinion. Let's look at what Alex Jones has to say about Hillary entering the race and being the candidate.
All right, folks, it's Saturday night, and we saw The Hill, all the news reporting Hillary set to replace Joe Biden. I called Roger Stone. I called other sources. They said, yeah, that's the word. They're really going to try to replace Joe Biden in Chicago with Hillary Clinton, with all of her criminal activity, all of her background, all of this. So they are literally involved in a Democrat civil war a power struggle over what puppet gets control. Biden had a closed election. He had a closed primary. That was all rigged. He stole the election 4 years ago, tried to take Trump off the ballot, and now Hillary is swooping in to be the nominee above Big Mike, Gavin Newsom, Governor Whitmer, Kamala Harris, all of them. This is huge. It's all over the news. They're actually going to try to do this. Is how arrogant and crazy they are. So Hillary Clinton thinks, with the deep state behind her, that she's going to be there because they want her. She wants World War III with Russia. She said that. And Trump says he'll end the war. He talked to Zelensky today. So to stop World War III, we got to get President Trump elected. But that warmongering, evil monster Hillary thinks that she is about to swoop in and last minute be the nominee, and then they try to steal the election. It's not going to work. They already tried to kill Trump. We're in epic times. Pray for Trump. Pray for America. Pray for the world. And I think Hillary's going to fail again. She was going to be the Madam President. Newsweek printed up all the magazines. She was the president. It's all a lie. Hillary Clinton, you'll never be president. Just like the neocons and the Bushes and all of them, you're done. Your time is over. America's coming together. God bless everybody. I'll be covering this all live at Real Alex Jones on X. Please follow me at Real Alex Jones on X. But pray for America, pray for peace, because this is dangerous.
True that, Alex Jones. And look, I'm of two minds on this. Willie, you like that? Willie likes to call on Bitcoin, huh? That's true. It's true, man. You can't make it up because before I get to what I was about to say, what Willie said to the Bitcoin, man, Trump is a pro-crypto candidate. It's very obvious. Even the House and Senate this year passed a bill to let financial institutions use crypto, and Biden vetoed it. The Democrats are against it. And as soon as Biden dropped out, Bitcoin, everything plummeted, and then he endorsed Kamala Harris, and it all shot right back up. You can't make it up, man. It's hilarious. But I'm of two minds on all this stuff, man. Like, look, President Trump survived the assassination for a reason. Did God or did God not save President Trump that day? I'm a firm believer that he did. So when I'm of that mind, I feel emboldened, I feel empowered, I feel relieved, I feel like the Bible said that if God is for you, nobody can be against you. And if that's the case, then we have nothing to worry about at all. Nothing to worry about at all. And what I think has kind of been crazy in the wake of the assassination attempt is that I think both liberals and conservatives, Democrats and Republicans in this country, have been so tired of the back and forth, so tired of the at each other's throats. I think in private they will mostly say that. And they've been waiting for an excuse to get over that to an extent. They thought maybe there would be when Trump is gone. I think the Democrats thought it would be when Trump is gone, and that we could all move past the Trump era and maybe we could come together, unite a little bit more, be a little more civil to our neighbors and our fellow Americans, okay? But then this happened. Then Democrats, the deep state, if you think it was an inside job, which to me is the only thing that makes sense, I will go into that in full detail on a later episode. I was planning it tonight once again, but this has, taken a precedent. But yes, if it was an inside job, whatever you want to call it, the assassination attempt of President Trump's life and him getting up badass and saying, fight, fight, fight against these crooked people and against what they're trying to do and trying to kill me in front of your face. We got to fight and defeat this crap, this evil. I think that really did a number on unity, and I think that helped unify a lot of people. Even Mark Zuckerberg came out and said it was one of the most badass things he's ever seen, and lots of people like that. So I didn't think they see it coming that way, but that happened. So in that way, I'm emboldened and I'm relieved about Trump being president, and, we have to win the House and the Senate, or else, the presidency is only one step. We can only get so much done. Then the skeptic part of me, the 2020, the person that lived through 2020 and saw what they did to this country, saw them steal this election, saw them overthrow this government and the will of the people, saw them install a puppet Manchurian candidate and stuff ballot boxes and totally rig an election and pause the election in all the swing states in the middle of the night, and you woke up and automatically they found the ballots that they needed to find. That side of me, that is not a lack of faith. That is not a lack of faith in God. God works in mysterious ways, and I put my faith off in the Lord. But This has been the fix has been in for a while. The fix has been on for a while, and endorsing Biden in 2020 when he had the signs of everything you're seeing now back then. That's why he hid him in the basement, didn't let him campaign during COVID, everything else. Somebody else has been running this country the entire time. There is a cabal. There is a deep state. There is a puppet master, somebody in the shadows running this country. Now that was been exposed. That's why they had the debate as early as they had it. And don't forget that a debate has never happened before October. They had it before the convention. They used Donald Trump's challenge of Biden anytime, anywhere to say, oh, crap, we have a chance. We will actually throw Biden out there, let everybody see it. Even if that exposes all the lies we've been telling, our Democrat sheep won't care one bit, and they haven't one bit. And, I mean, you would think that would wake you up, right? You would think that all the people that you trust to tell you Biden was good and everything else, and you find out they lied to you, like, they have literally pissed down my back and told me it's raining for 4 years. I don't even know who's running the country. Was there an insurrection? Is Trump a threat to democracy? Blah, 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 blah. Kamala Harris is still on X today saying that Trump's going to sign a national ban on abortion when in the debate a few weeks ago he said that is not at all what he wants. They're still lying to their people, trying to scare them, trying to stir them up, trying to play the race card, everything else they can do. Here's this little graphic. I like this. There you go. There's the Democrats right here. Yep. Racism. Good morning, sunshine. Woke politicians. That's what this is their thing. The cow's like, damn, how much more can you use this crap? You know what I'm saying? So I see out there in chat, but Justin B says, based on how easy a 160-yard shot is with a rifle, a higher power was responsible for saving Trump for a reason. We still have to vote, though. You're exactly right, Justin B. God is real, God is good, and God loves us. And God bless this country, and God bless Trump. So, but they have a scheme. Do not be confused. The Democrats have a scheme. They have a plan. We're starting to see it unfold in front of our eyes because that debate being timed when it was no accident, was no coincidence. And now we're going to find out why. And now we're also going to find out because they say Michelle Obama doesn't want to run for president. She wants her little celebrity life. Big Mike wants his celebrity life the way he's got it right now and doesn't want to run. We'll see if that was a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of lies, and a bunch of smoke screens for what's really happening. We're also going to find out who's the most powerful person in the Democrat Party right now. Is it the Clintons or is it the Obamas? Because I can tell you what, matter of factly, no one wants this presidency more than Hillary Clinton. No one. No one. Not Big Mike, not Kamala Harris, no one. She is literally willing to kill to become the president of the United States. So who has more influence in the Democrat Party? And this is what I forgot. I got off track a little bit earlier. This is what I was going to say. They don't care that Joe Biden endorsed Kamala Harris. These super delegates, they don't care about the will of the people. They care about iron-fisted rule. They're all socialists and communists. Don't forget that. It's not about the people. It's the most antithesis of America that there is. They can't wait to choose at their convention who they want to run the country and to be their nominee. They don't care about the people. It's the super delegates that don't have to vote with the people. All the delegates at the convention have to vote for Joe Biden. He dropped out. So does that mean they then have to vote for Kamala Harris? Maybe, but don't forget there's more super delegates than delegates. It's been the biggest sham ever that the Democrat Party nominee has been chosen by their voters. Either the super delegates allow the voters to choose the nominee or they agree with the voters, or you're going to find out right now this year at this convention, the super delegates are going to say, no, we know what's best. This is who it is. This is what the globalist, deep state, world NWO wants. This is how we get our agenda. This is how we succeed with this person right here. And it's either going to be Hillary Clinton, it's either going to be Big Mike, or maybe Kamala Harris, just maybe. But the polling says that does them no good. There is no benefit at all for this entire plan, this entire scheme to have the debate early, to get Biden out, to put in a candidate that's less popular. It makes zero sense. So I think Newsom, no matter who is on the front of the ticket, will be the VP. And I'm thinking it's Hillary Newsom right now. That's who I'm calling. If I had to pick it, I'm calling Hillary Newsom. If not, then maybe Kamala Newsom or Big Mike Newsom. But I think it's Hillary right now. So if you're a betting person, I'll go back to these polls. If you like to bet, jump on these numbers right here, because all the money, all the odds right now, the Vegas odds are on Kamala Harris. So if you can get Hillary Clinton, way cheaper. So we'll see how that works. I don't know how this particular site is. Predict It. Is that 7 cents for the dollar? I don't know how that works. 83 cents for a dollar for Kamala Harris. I'm not sure. I'm used to actual like sports book odds, but either way, this has been a crazy occurrence. Let me check in with chat real quick. Willie says, God helps us all when we might fall. That's right, Willie. Joe was doing so bad they pushed the debate. That's right. Scott W. Hillary said politics is like a Game of Thrones. She means that. You're exactly right. If people disappear, that's it. I can't agree with that anymore. And I'm going to see if I can find this clip now. This is a live show. I did not have a lot of time to look, it's broke, and I went live. So I'm going to try to find this clip on live right now when I'm doing this. But I don't know if you remember when Biden was in 2020, he was saying that he would have a health crisis and drop out if things weren't going his way. He even said this. Let's see if I can find this for you guys. It was in the 2020. He was on stage with Kamala Harris, and he said that, if something doesn't go right, I'll develop a health crisis and we'll drop out. Let's see. I'm having a hard time finding it at the moment, man. Everything else that I type in is coming up about today right now. But if you're on Google or whatever else, man, or not Google, I'm on Google right now. But he said it in 2020. He said I just develop a health crisis and drop out. No, he got COVID a couple of days ago. So, the vaccine that he promoted and said you wouldn't get COVID if you had the vaccine. Yeah, he's, I think, triple vaxxed and now has COVID for the third time, I think, apparently, supposedly. And then he drops out. So he literally said it. That's really bothered me that I don't have that. I can't find that clip. Let's see. I think I can find it. Hold on. But chat, who do you think it's going to be? Weigh in. Let me know. But don't forget to hit the bell, hit the like, hit the sub. We're doing this by we're flying by the seat of our pants right now. But don't forget to hit the bell, hit the like, hit the sub. And I want to know who you think is going to be the nominee in chat. Do you think it's going to be Kamala just because he endorsed him? I don't necessarily think so at all. So lots to unfold, lots to unpack, lots developing here. Don't forget they tried to kill Trump a week ago. It didn't work. And a week later, Biden drops out. Is that coincidence? They tried to kill Trump a week ago. It didn't work, and then Biden has to drop out. Can't make this stuff up, man. The evil is afoot. We are an occupied country. I've said that for a long time. We are an occupied country. Somebody told me that the Benny Show had this clip of Biden on it. Here it is. I think I got it. Let's see. Going to the Benny Show. I like this guy. Let's see.
I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign.
There you go. Just said it. That was in 2020, man. In 2020, the writing's been on the wall. The fix has been in. This deep state and this PSYOP has been going on for a long time. So stick with WYS. Y'all let us know what you think. We're going to be here covering everything. I'm about to go on a cruise. If anybody's going to be in Catalina next week, maybe you'll see me there. Y'all come say hey to me. We're going out on a family vacation, my last one of the year. So looking forward to that. I will try to be as plugged in as I can. But don't rest. We got to vote. We got to be too big to rig, because they're going to try it. The rigging is starting to happen right now. This is the first steps of their steal of 2024. So we got to stop the steal again and get ready for Hillary Clinton, Gavin Newsom, or as my chat seems to think, they seem to think that it is going to be Kamala. If it's Kamala, I ain't got nothing to worry about. And the crypto markets seem to think the same thing. So, so let's go, man. But I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Hillary. I don't care if it's Kamala. I don't care if it's Big Mike, Newsom, any of these America-hating, globalist first, America last traitors. I don't care who it is. I got one message for them. Watch your step. See y'all next time. God bless y'all and God bless this country.